welcome to Out of Time Radio. Featuring some of Out of Time's favorite scripts. Dracula, He Loved in Vain, Badger in the Bridge, and Bruce and the Amazing Flat Man, written by Michelle Tully. Dracula, He Loved in Vain on Out of Time Radio is brought to you by Pokey Smarts Pork Rinds, made from the fattest pigskins around. Remember, when you think of deep-fried swine epidermis, think of Pokey Smarts. And now, Dracula, He Loved in Vain.
With the firm. If I succeed at helping the Count to sign the real estate deal, they promised me a large bonus. Do you know what I plan on spending the money on?
Our wedding!
Yes! You know I'll do anything if it makes you happy. Just you wait, Mina. As soon as I return to England, I'll make you Mrs. Jonathan Harker.
Oh, I can't wait. It seems so very far away.
Oh, I'll write to you every day, and I'll seal each letter with a kiss.
There's the ship's horn. Do take care, honey bear.
I will, kitten. Snickerdoodle.
Goodbye, dears. Be safe. I'll think of you every minute.
My beloved Mina. My boat landed safely in France, and I slowly made my way across Europe. The journey to Transylvania has been hazardous, and if I may say so, dull. As I write this, I have only a short carriage away until I reach my destination. My good man, how much longer until Count Dracula's castle?
What? I can't hear you over the horses!
I said, how much longer until Count Dracula's castle?
I don't know. I only got today. I got the job with the tip agency, you know.
Oh, my dearest Mina. This carriage feels like it's going to fall apart with the next bounce. But I will persevere.
Whoa!
What's the problem, good chap?
Do you not hear the howling?
Yes. I hear it.
Werewolves! Very dangerous! I will go no further!
But wait! You have to get me to Count Dracula's castle. Look, it's just right up there. It's only a few more minutes with the horses.
Ah, you think my health insurance will cover werewolves? I can hardly get them to pay for my daughter's braces. It's on. Oh, we will pay for the braces, but they're a pre-existing condition. I'll show them pre-existing condition when I take on all the...
All right, I understand. Thank you for your services. I'll walk from here.
And risk the wolves?
I don't believe in the supernatural, good sir. I don't believe in fearing any man or beast either. Good evening. Just give me a moment to grab my bag.
What a moron! Hiya!
Well, my dearest Mina, what else was I to do? I could have just not arrived at Count Dracula's castle. At last I came to the place, and I have to tell you, I can see why the guy's moving. The place was a mess. Walls crumbling, sheets thrown over, broken windows. Count Dracula needs to hire a better maid service. When I knocked on the door, the thing nearly fell off.
Welcome to my home, Mr. Harker. So good of you to join me on such short notice. Come in and rest your feet.
Sounds jolly good to me. Although I must say I didn't expect you to be up so late, Count. It's almost midnight.
I am. You might say I'm a bit of a night owl. The sun and I, we are not friends.
Oh, I hear you. See this red hair? I burn like a lobster. Bright red, like blood, you know?
Indeed. Come in, come in. I have had my servants set out a dinner for you.
Splendid. Let's see what it is. Oh, fantastic. A steak.
A steak? Where?
On my plate. I don't suppose you have any Worcestershire sauce, do you?
Never heard of it.
Alas, my fiancée Mina makes the most wonderful sauce in the world.
Ah, you are engaged, Mr. Parker.
Yes. Oh, yes. To a living angel. Her eyes sparkle like the sea on a summer's day.
Ah, yes, very nice.
And her hands are as fine and soft as Chinese silk.
That is wonderful.
And her lips are as plump and red as a whole apple.
How spectacular.
I have some of her letters right here if you want to look at them. They still have her perfume on them.
Cherished Jonathan, my thoughts and love are winging to you across the seas and land. Every night I look up at the moon and wonder, where is my darling? Is he safe? Is he...
Yes, but Mr. Parker, you're not here to talk about your fiancé.
You're right, my apologies.
You are here to help me with some of my intimate matters.
Well, gosh, I didn't realize you thought so much of your home. I can pull out the paperwork right now if you like.
No, Mr. Parker. Let us take our time. Finish your dinner. Settle in a little. Get more comfortable. I'll escort you to your bedroom when you're ready.
Man, you Transylvanians sure do know your hospitality.
We would like to think so.
I slept like a baby, Nina. When I woke the next morning, I went to look for the Count, but I couldn't find him anywhere. I pulled out your US letter instead.
My precious Jonathan, Lucy and I have been so busy preparing for the ball she's throwing. We've decided the theme will be Dance Palace in Wonderland. I'm going as a little white rabbit. I even made a little cotton tail to stick onto my...
Mr. Parker! How long have you been here?
It's already dark out. Oh, Mina. Your words enchant me so.
So, I was curious about those papers.
Oh, right. Let me get them from my room.
I have them right here.
You were in my room?
It was the first place I looked for you.
No, of course. Well, if you look at the first page...
He closed his eyes after I said that. A low sigh escaped him, and then he passed quietly away. I sang a dirge for him, me and the grasshoppers and fireflies and stars. The fruit above us hung like colored jewels from the branches, thick with the juice of life.
And the Amazing Flatman by Michelle Tully.
Yo, Bruce here, and welcome to another episode of Bruce and the Amazing Flatman. Finny says I should explain this whole situation for you, so here's the story. I, Bruce, was just a regular lifeguard. Well, not regular, as you can see, I've got this super hot body. Someone get a fire extinguisher, who's that? Anyway, I was an audacious lifeguard. Then one day, this crazy old scientist named Phineas almost hit me with his car. Luckily, he swerved at the last moment, or the world would be deprived of the general awesomeness that is me. I saved him from the car wreck. You know, it's part of the whole lifeguard gig, and he gave me a job. So now I go back in time using his time machine and take pictures of a cardboard cutout of him next to famous dead people. Yeah, I don't really get it either. I mean, they're dead. Who cares? But whatever. The pay's good, and it gives me more time to hit the waves. So here I am, ready to get my next assignment. Hey, Phineas! Finny! It's Bruce, man. I'm here for my next assignment.
Oh, not so loud. Do you wish all the neighbors to know that there's an operative temporal relocator in this household? Can you imagine what might happen if they discovered that fact,
You can just say timing.
No one can know what I've been working on. Come in, quickly, before that Nobel Prize-winning snot across the street hears anything. I'm on to you, boss.
It's sure thing, bro. Hey, you got a new wheelchair.
Yes. Well, I had to after my previous one ended up in the ocean.
I told you it was an accident. Who knew you couldn't roller skate with wheelchairs?
I knew that.
Don't be so aggro. It was like an experiment. I thought scientists liked that kind of stuff.
Any idiot knows that hills have gravity.
Well, I'm not an idiot, so I wasn't sure.
Found it, Bruce. Gravity is an integral part of our planet's continued...
Yawn. Finny, dude. I thought mad scientists were supposed to do crazy cool stuff, like meet aliens or make pocket-sized pandas.
You are impossible.
Mina!
Jonathan!
Mina, there you are.
Jonathan, oh, I knew you were okay. I knew you were coming to save me.
Unia?
I knew you were coming to save me.
Well, you see,
What?
this is awkward. Look, Mina, I don't know how I'm gonna tell you this.
Tell me after you get me out of here. Hand me your torch, I can melt the key out of the ice faster.
No, I don't think that's a good idea.
What? Why not?
Look, I'm just gonna tell you this plain and straight. I'm running away with Dre and I'm breaking up with you, I'm sorry.
What?
I'm running away with Dre.
Who's Dre?
Count Dracula.
What?
It was just one of those things. I don't know. I thought what we had was love, Mina, but it wasn't. And then I met Dre and he's just so incredible and things just... Oh, and anyway, it's not like you didn't cheat before.
I don't believe this.
I know how it sounds, but please, just trust me. What I'm doing is best for all of us.
It's clear to me, Mr. Harker, that the vampire has detracted under one of his infatuation charms. It's one of their many tricks.
No, you don't understand. And I'd appreciate it if you spoke nicer of him.
He's an evil blood-sucking monster.
But now you're just pointing fingers.
Does explain your behavior last night when I beat you.
What can I say? Your fangs are really big. Is it really this creepy dungeon thingy?
Yes, but more importantly, the steak. It got your side, not your heart.
That's right.
I'm so relieved.
Me too. Now let's get out of here. And don't worry. The only thing in my heart is you, Dre. You can count on it.
Dracula, He Loved in Vain by Michelle Tully. Thank you for tuning in to Out of Time Radio.